I'm not really sure the world champs were supposed to be down 0-2 in their own building.
I think that is very safe to say against the Minnesota team that a lot of people maybe felt was just kind of arriving on the scene. They have more than arrived on the scene. They have made a statement. Game 2 after taking game 1, and they've got to play without Rudy Gobert, whose significant other gave birth to their first child earlier in the day. First quarter, this is Karl-Anthony Towns muscling right through Jamal Murray. Denver wanted a call, and it's understandable, but cat scratch fever, Minnesota's up by 3. Later in the first, Anthony Edwards up, over, and through Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who was clearly in pain, and then Michael Malone, our pets, heads are falling off right in the face of Mark Davis, the official. He would not be ejected. He didn't get so much as a technical foul. Denver down 8 after the opening quarter. Early second quarter, the lead is 13. Aaron Gordon, no. Other end, Towns. Drano from deep. He was 3 of 5 from behind the arc. Minnesota up 16. Still in the second quarter, the 6th man of the year, Naz Reid, knocks it away. Jamal Murray was brutal again, 3 of 18 from the field, and then Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 1 of 4 made threes. Minnesota shot 13 of 33 from distance. Midway through the second, Towns guarded closely by Michael Porter Jr. Look at the second effort by Towns to put it in. And then they call time because something flies onto the floor. It was a heat pack, and it was thrown by Jamal Murray in frustration. Denver clearly frustrated following a 21-3 run. This is in Denver, and Minnesota is taking it to them. Late first half, Edwards blows right by Gordon. Ant-Man went for 27. He also dished out 7 dimes. Under a minute to go in the first. Mike Conley the steal. Edwards the flush. This was 61-35 at the half. Pounded. 26 points, the largest home deficit in Nuggets playoff history. Midway through the third, Edwards. I mean, when it's your night, it is your night. Minnesota up a 30-burger. And then in the fourth, Edwards one more time. Stunning. The best word to describe it. Denver shot 35%. They had as many assists as turnovers, 16 in all. Minnesota takes a 2-0 series lead.
Set the tone from the beginning, and you had to do it without your fellow big man, Rudy Gobert. How did that give you a different mentality heading in, and what did you know you had to do tonight?
You know, when you don't got the defensive player of the year, you got to step your game up. So we all understood the challenge coming in against the defending champions, a really, really good team with some of the best players we've ever seen. So we understood the challenge. We just wanted to come here and find a way to win the game.
Now, for the first time in 20 years, you get to go home in the second round and play in front of your fans. What do you expect that environment to be? What are you looking forward to?
Minnesota's been jumping all year, so I expect nothing less when we get there on Friday. It's going to be one heck of a game. I think the fans are going to really enjoy it.
Thanks, Kat. We'll see you in Minnesota.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Gotta think Kilby's going to be in the house. The Wolves become the second team in NBA history to start a series 2-0 on the road against the defending champion in a best-of-7. The last to do it was the 2011 Dallas Mavericks, who went on to sweep the Lakers in the conference semis, John, en route to their first championship in franchise history.
We need some Stanford smarts in this building right now, and there she is, Chiney Ogwumike, giving her full attention to the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. They dominate Game 2. Offensively, defensively, perhaps a little surprising defensively because Rudy Gobert, as Kevin said, was on diaper duty. What was it Minnesota did so well that they're going to go home with this 2-zip lead?
Not diaper duty for Rudy. That's hilarious, but congratulations to him. And congratulations also to Karl-Anthony Towns. This was his appreciation game, John. There was a point where the Timberwolves were Karl-Anthony Towns' team. But the growth and maturation of this squad shifted the hierarchy of power to Anthony Edwards as a leader. And you have to respect Cat because he has embraced this role beautiful. beautifully. There's something called being a star in your role. No Rudy Gobert, and Cat steps up in a very big way, holding the front line on defense, efficient scoring against Jokic, 27 and 12. His ability to stretch the floor was a game changer for the squad. It literally made them a championship contender, and now it's paying off in a major way as his squad goes home, a home he helped build really into a team that is on the precipice. You can sort of start seeing it happen. They have aspirations to win it all.
Yeah, it feels like he deserves something good for all the work he has put in. We look at the world champs, and I feel like they're Apollo 13 right now. Like, what do we have on their ship that's good? Where do these guys start on Friday if they're going to get back into this thing?
I'm from Houston, so we always say, Houston, we have a problem. Denver, we might have a problem here. The Denver Nuggets, their bingo card for the night, this was not on it. Can't believe that Denver is really in this danger zone, down 0-2. They have not been able to handle the best defense in the NBA. Minnesota's defense is straight up dominant. They were physical. They had 12 blocks, the most in a playoff game in franchise history. They also had 11 steals. So basically they had a defensive double-double. This was the first time that the Nuggets in the first half scored fewer than 40 points. Slow starts, though, also have plagued the Nuggets all postseason. But the difference is, in the first round, the Lakers, their offense had problems. Well, this T-Wolves team, their offense is peaking in Denver. Literally, you get that? Ironically, Denver peaking, but it's really the T-Wolves. So ironically, it's the T-Wolves that have elevated their game in the altitude.
See, I see what you did there, and it was awesome. We'll see what you have for us Friday.
Stanford-esque.
We'll see what listen, that says Stanford education. Sometimes we got to catch up and you got to give us time, let it circle the room and land, but we eventually come around. Thanks for your help. We appreciate it. And now hopefully you can fix things for Michael Malone because right now the world champs are on the ropes. Thanks, Chiney Ogwumike.